What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one I'm going to be showing you how to make the interior for your refresh series Baskin Robbins. Here is like the main gist of it. That's the whole thing right there. Not really an insane interior, but it gets the job done, which is the whole point, I suppose, in these interiors. You guys want cake? There's cake in here. It's actually not. I'm sorry. There's no cake. But yeah, anyway, that is all. So with that being said, I'm still sad about no cake. Enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. I happened to see the corner of my eye a bus tutorial that I made that had all the items laid out, and I just realized how long I've been laying them out for, because I don't even remember when I did that bus. But anyway, that's entirely unrelated. The space remaining for this build is literally nothing, because you should already have the space from the previous, exterior. You do need that. To start off, you need the following, though. Words. You need spruce planks, pale oak planks, smooth quartz blocks, birch doors, acacia doors, pale oak stairs, smooth quartz stairs, polished blackstone, and sea lanterns. You'll definitely we'll need to do some switching later, but that's fine. You want to start by heading inside your Baskin Robbins and maybe giving yourself night vision because you can't see just like I can't see. Oh, that's so much better. You want to start by breaking your entire grass floor and replacing it with spruce planks. As per usual, I'm going to do this with a fill command because I don't got time to waste for that. And, efficiency is nice or something like that. There we go. I was really struggling there. Can I... Oh, it was worth a try. Every once in a while I'll get it to where I can break and replace the block without the block above it breaking. It's very rare and extremely hard to do, but when you get it done, it's so nice. Anyway, you should have this for your interior space. You can already get rid of your spruce planks, and I'm noticing we're going to need magenta wool, so you can grab that out next. To start off, on the, front sides here, do we need blue concrete? Yes? Yeah, we do. That's unfortunate. We'll get that out in a sec, but you want to bring the magenta wool on the top just in by a row. I'm going to leave this part open still on the right side, just between these two rows, because I will need to stay open, I believe. Yes, it does. You can then get rid of the magenta already and get out blue concrete, and you'll bring this row of blue concrete, at least the bottom 4 blocks out a row. Like so. Then what you can do is connect that blue concrete into the wall with the pale oak planks and smooth quartz, like so. Pale oak on the bottom, 3 smooth quartz above. Extend this row of the wall between the windows on the right, this pale oak and 3 smooth quartz above it out, along with behind the windows like this. That one is actually the back wall though, so I did change my mind, I decided. It definitely wasn't because I didn't know it was here. You want to just break the bottom 2 blocks and place a birch door in it. I like the handle facing right, so I am going to keep it that way, but it's up to you. From that door, you'll place a pale oak plank to the left, another birch door, 3 pale oak planks, 2 acacia doors, 2 pale oak planks, gap of 1, pale oak plank. From this row of 2 pale oak planks to the left of the acacia doors, you want to take the leftmost one and extend it back by 4. From this row of 3 now, between the acacia doors and this birch door, you want to take the leftmost one and extend it all the way back to the back wall. You also want to take the pale oak plank between the 2 birch doors and extend it all the way back as well. And that should give you 3 evenly spaced rooms and then 1 that's different. However, they aren't actually evenly spaced at all. I am sorry for the information. What you can do here is the acacia doors, behind them, you want to place upside down pale oak stairs facing forward with a pale oak plank on the left here, which will make this room a little bit smaller behind, and that's not really the intended purpose of that, but that is what that does. What you can also do is The upside down pale oak stairs will bring up with upside down smooth quartz stairs with 1 row, and then just 2 rows of smooth quartz. Every other pale oak plank, you'll extend up with 3 smooth quartz. Now, one thing I want to mention here. You want to go over every single doorway with the top 2 smooth quartz, which is pretty much every 1 block opening. Leave the acacia doors alone for the row directly above them. 1 row, or the top row of the walls you will fill across, but you want to leave like a gap above those doors, because we'll have some cherry stairs, I want to say, in there. It sounds so weird to say, cherry stairs. I don't know why. Just unusual. You should have this either way, though. You can actually get rid of everything but your polished blackstone and sea lanterns and get out the aforementioned cherry stairs, crimson slabs, iron trap doors, and I think that's all that we're going to need for now. Right? Should be. We can get out the, I guess, signs, though, that we'll need. Cherry signs, dark oak signs, along with, I'm going to go glowing sex, and to start, purple dye. We need both purple and white, but... Over top the acacia doors, you can place those cherry stairs facing forward. On either one of them, you want to place a sign, count down a line, and type cakes in all caps, and I'll just have an exclamation point at the end for a little bit more emphasis, because I think it's funny. Cakers. Out of any letter I could accidentally type specifically there, it just had to be an R. That's great. You want to place glowing sack and purple dye underneath your sign. If you don't like purple, you can try magenta, orange, red, whatever. Just start playing with colors. Orange is probably not going to look good, though. Above either birch door, you'll place a dark oak sign. It doesn't matter which is which, but you want to type women on one on the second line and men on the other. You'll then have your glowing sacks, and this time white dye, which you can get out in place of your purple dye. We will need the dark oak signs and glowing sacks a bit later, so we are going to keep them. What we can do now, though, is start filling in the ceilings. So each of the rooms should be 4 blocks tall, as in every single one of them is. What you want to do in the 2 bathrooms, which are these right ones, the 3x5s, you want to just fill in the entire ceiling with polished blackstone, but the very center block is a sea lantern. Like so. The 3x4 here, you want polished blackstone going around the perimeter. It should be 1 block above the walls, don't forget that. And then the center, like 1x2, is sea lanterns. In the 5x2, you're having 2 rows of polished blackstone extending from the front and back, and then the center row is sea lanterns. And then in the main room, before we actually get there, the 4th row of the wall over, so this block here, 4th to the right, you want to just place a row of upside down crimson slabs going front to back. Everything to the right of it is pretty simple. You're just placing, basically, I'm going to place a row of polished blackstone up diagonally right from that row of slabs. I will have off of the front and back of this row the first 2 polished blackstone extended over, and then I'll have a sea lantern inside of that. If you're not familiar with my pattern, it's 2 polished blackstone, sea lantern, etc. until the end of time, and you basically are going to end up just creating this pattern through and through this entire part of the entire part of the front room. The left 3 rows you're leaving open for now. Although, you can actually extend this pattern a little bit to the left. And when I say that, I mean you're placing another row of polished blackstone on top of the crimson slabs, and then you'll have the light pattern repeated once more just to the left of those slabs. The leftmost 2 rows are almost entirely polished blackstone, so just fill it in for now and we can break what we need to, because it's not that many blocks. Like so. If you're looking at the drive-through window like I am, you want to take the smooth quartz up diagonally right from it. Break the blackstone above it, along with 5 more to the right. A row above this gap, you'll fill it in with sea lanterns, and then in line with the bottom half of this smooth quartz row, or just in line with the bottom of the polished black stone, you'll place iron trap doors. Nice. What you can do now is, we're just going to clear our inventory. I know I said we need the dark oak signs, but because of the just way that this area works, it's not going to be convenient to do that first, so we're not even going to bother. Get out the following, though. Oak stairs, glass panes, magenta carpet, acacia wood, cauldrons, crimson fence gate, stone, hoppers. Where are hoppers? That's a really good question. There they are. And polished andesite. Such a random set of materials. Along the right wall, in front of the door here on the right side, you're going to be... Is it the first block in front? No, it's the second block in front. This black glass. You want to extend out with 2 oak stairs facing forward. Place 2 glass panes in front of either, and then oak stairs facing back. Off the front side of this pillar, you'll place 2 oak stairs extending out again. And you'll repeat the same thing. 2 glass panes extending forward from each, and then oak stairs facing back. In the front right corner, sorry, you'll place an oak stair facing left. Left of it a singular pane, and then an oak stair facing right. And then opposite side of the front door, you'll be on the second glass over. 2 oak stairs extending out that face left. 2 panes left of either, and then oak stairs facing right. You want a magenta carpet on each pane. Head to the back wall, and you want to be... Is it this oak plank? Your pale oak plank? Sorry. The one to the left of the acacia doors, you'll extend forward with 2 acacia wood facing up. If you want to use logs, you can, just to visualize it better, because the tops of all of them are covered anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. But in front of that, you're going to place 6 cauldrons, 3 more acacia wood, and then you'll extend left from there with another acacia wood, crimson fence gate, stone. Leave a gap of 2 extending back from the stone, and from there you'll place 2 hoppers extending off of the wall, or I guess going backward, that are connected to the wall. 2 stone, 2 polished andesite. Clear your inventory and we can start doing details. Get out white carpet, water buckets. You want 6 dyes of your choice. I went with the following. I went white, brown, lime, pink, cyan, and red. These are for ice cream flavors, by the way. And we'll go glass blocks. That gets us so far. For now, on top of each of the acacia woods, you're placing white carpet. We'll destroy, I think, 2 of these. So, yeah. In each of the cauldrons, you want to place water. And I'm just going to dye each of them the respective order that I placed or I got the dyes out, white being the back one, and, you know, etc. If you want to label these flavors, I have vanilla, chocolate, mint, strawberry, and then these 2 are whatever, I don't know. I didn't actually think about it too hard. I guess technically red could be strawberry and pink could be cotton candy. But if you also want, you can combine colors. Like if I place some like white, brown, red in that, it creates a very strange orange color. But that's kind of up to you to figure out if you want to mix colors and just play around with it. Because there's a lot of combos. There's so many combos. It's crazy. Especially when you consider there's like 16 dyes or something. Somewhere around there. I don't know if 16's right, but I feel like it's 16. Anyway, on top of each glass block you want to place... Or on top of each cauldron you want to place a glass block. Not the other way around. Anyway... Clear your inventory and get out the following. Stone brick stairs. The infamous dark oak sign. Nether brick fence. Glow ink sack. Tripwire hooks. Where are they? There they are. Spruce trapdoors. Iron trapdoors. Paintings. And, like, what else do we even logically get? I don't think there's anything... Wait, there is something. Gray stained glass. That's gonna be really stupid. That's gonna be so stupid. But you'll see why. The white carpet directly behind the glass... Wait, hold on, what? Okay, glass does the thing. That's weird. I'll show what I mean in a sec. Behind the glass, this white carpet directly behind, you'll replace with a stonework stair facing into to the left. Lord, I can't speak. Place a dark oak sign on that stair. The thing I mentioned is, look, if you walk up... Okay, it's not going to do it for me for some reason, but it just did it on my PlayStation account, where if I walk up to the glass, it, like, does that weird thing where it becomes more transparent. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. The row of 3 carpet in front of the glass, the center one, you'll do the same thing with. Replace with a stonework stair facing left and have a dark oak sign on the right. That singular stone block here to the side of the fence gate, you'll place a stone brick stair on facing backward. Next up, if you take the front right corner of all of it, frankly, you're going to extend out with 4 nether brick fence. And on that end one, you'll place a dark oak sign facing right. And on that side, you want to go down a line and type end line. And then you can just place your glowing sack. Leave a gap of 2 extending back and place a nether brick fence. Extended left by 2, then back by 6, then you'll count to the right by 2. Well, I guess what I'll tell you to do instead is take this center pale oak plank between the acacia doors and the birch door, and you'll extend it all the way forward with nether brick fence until you're 1 block away from this guy. And on that final fence you placed, you'll have a dark oak sign facing right. Count down a line again, and you'll type start line. That's not how you spell start. There we go. And you'll want your glowing sack again. Cool. Over top the funny little counter here, you want to go front to back, and you're going to place tripwire hooks on top of the hoppers. Spruce trap doors off the top half of the smooth quartz blocks over top the stone. And then iron trap doors directly on the polished andesite. This will be very strange. Behind the iron trap doors, you're placing a gray stained glass with a tripwire hook on the right side of it. This will make more sense later. I just did this because I wanted to use the tripwire hook right now. Below the iron trap doors, you want to place paintings, and you can do whatever you want. I just did I did 3 2x1s like so, just kind of going across, and that would be the menu. You can clear your inventory and get out the following: basalt, composters, oak trap doors, we'll do the bathrooms first, sure. Hoppers, tripwire hooks, packed ice, birch planks, birch stairs, and birch trap doors. Of course, we're 1 short. Above and below this gray glass, you're placing basalt. Behind the bottom basalt, you'll place a composter with an oak trap door on top. And you want to do the same in the front left corner of the entire room as well, which is right here. If you want one somewhere on the right side, you can add one. I just didn't. Get rid of your basalt and get out a lever. We'll not use this yet, but I just want to get it out. Head inside of, I guess we'll say, the left bathroom. And on the right wall, or the wall that they share, you want to be the 4th smooth quartz forward. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th on the bottom row, and you'll replace it with a packed ice. You'll have a tripwire hook on either side of that packed ice with a hopper below it that is pointed into the wall, or I guess, yeah, facing into the wall like so. In the front outer corners, you'll have composters with oak trap doors on top in either bathroom. And then at the back center, you want to place a birch plank, upside down birch stair extended towards you, birch trap door on top of that stair, plank on top of the original plank, and then a lever to the left of that plank. And again, you'll do that in both. Like so. You can then leave this room and you can head into this like back left room here. And you can get out. Hold on, don't. Well, I guess, yeah, just clear your inventory, it's fine. And get out the following: polished deep slate stairs, polished deep slate slabs, the infamous tripwire hook is back again, and stone slabs that should finish your build. What? Huh? Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's very... That's so cool. Wait, I didn't know that was a thing. I'm just pressing... Okay, if I'm highlighting the tripwire hooks, I'll press 1 and it'll switch with the stairs, because that's the one slot. That's so cool. I'm never going to use that ever, but that is really cool. Anyway, that was such a distraction. Behind this payload plank here, like to the left, or I guess against this left wall in this room, you'll place 3 upside down polished deep slate stairs facing right, extending back. Tripwire hooks above each on the wall. Polished deep slate slabs above that. In the only room left we haven't touched, against the... It'd be the right wall and the front wall, but if you were just walking in the room, it'd be the back and the right. You'll place upside down stone slabs off of each of the bottom 3 layers of the wall. Like so. And yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that should be your Baskin Robbins interior complete. I gotta check what the next refresh is, because I actually have no idea. I know Taco Bell is coming up, but I don't think it's Taco Bell. Taco Bell might be my favorite one I've made so far. What is next? Let's see. It is Nursery. Plant Nursery. I forgot about that one. I entirely forgot about that one. That's kind of sad, actually. I think that one looks cool. I don't remember. But that was one that never got a remake also. So that doesn't help. Anyway, that's enough rambling. I was just clearing my tutorial list or getting rid of this. And also the tutorials from the other day that I forgot to remove. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.